Okay, getting ready to stain some wood today. As you can see, the earlier wood, which I wasn't able to show you on the before photos, you can see the worn teak wood, how rotted it was. And I was able to come up with some of the wood from boatoutfitters.com and was able to find wood that was as close to original. And I found a professional carpenter who did this professional cutting. Since I don't have the proper tools for this, go look for like a cabinet cutter, and I'm sure, he did this for only $50 to cut these two boards. He did a good job. It's amazing the precision you can find from someone local. And then this is the newly upgraded one. You can see it's a lot more beefier, so it's gonna probably last a lot longer than the old one. So I'm gonna get ready to prep them and stain them. And no time is wasted, even when the weather is raining, as you can see over here at Lake Valentine today. Yep. It's close to 6 feet at the bottom. Built this pond back in 2015, as you can see. Beautiful rainy day, but back in the garage. Lots of work to do. So you can see also here, I'm gonna fix all this trim. It's been broken. Probably just use some wood glue and clamp it down and sand it and clean it. All that came from when water was leaking in that boat, it caused a lot of rotting. So, like I said, I'm pretty excited about this little boat. It's gonna be like my little getaway cabin. So, getting all that wood prepped for staining and varnishing if needed. Unfortunately, pulling off the old boards from the old wall, I end up breaking some of the old original wood. So a lot of this wood is still in good shape, so I'm not going to let this go to waste. I'm probably just going to use some of this plastic wood, and fill those in and just varnish it and get her ready for restoration. Okay, while that wood is drying, I'll be working on the kitchenette. As you can see, you got the little area there for the 2-burner alcohol stove, which I showed you upstairs in the earlier video. Now here, it's really cool about this, it has a cooler. And this was the original door, but I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to actually make a real insulated, hinged white door for it, since the wood on here is already broken, and I just want to keep it simple and useful for keeping things cool and simple. So I've got another idea. So you'll see in the next coming video what I've done to the kitchenette and the remaining. Stay tuned. Ahoy there, Idaho Model Shipbuilder. Now for the finished project. Look what's inside. Ultra Mega. Got the vintage stove I bought on eBay that's designed for a sailboat. It's a Mariner brand. Pretty popular little stove out on the East Coast. This one's never been used from the box. So you can see how this insulated door will keep things nice and cold, especially my Ultras. Hinges. Inside the cabin, right near the battery area, is the control panel, as you can see on the Columbia, where a lot of the switches are kind of corroded. Here's one of the old fuses. So anyway, I'm going to upgrade it with one of these that I got on Amazon. Nice toggle switches. Has 12 volt and hookups for electronics and a voltage meter so I can know the life of my battery. So I thought that's a pretty nifty little setup. However, this one runs vertical and this runs horizontal. So what I'm going to do is, it's good I kept that other old sailboat, the garden sailboat. I'm going to use the remaining 1/4 inch that I used on the for extra parts. I'm going to use this and cover that panel and make something for this to hold on there, and that you would never know that it was changed. Stay tuned. Inside the cabin, getting all prepped for painting tomorrow, so I'm basically just scrubbing it down with some Dawn soap solution and a little light sanding in some areas. So getting it all ready, be all nice and shiny with oil-based marine paint. I'm gonna paint basically from the inside and out. Another thing to notice, I got the windows out, so it's a great opportunity to do all this while the weather's good for ventilation. So got my solution here, and I'm just going to continue to scrub away. Also, I've noticed there's a lot of gel coat damage due to this boat being as old as it was and being outside in the weather. You can see right here, all along the edges, gel coat damage, even along the edging. Lots of gel coat damage. So I'm going to do all those corrections tomorrow just before I paint it. At least now I know how to do it. So also the transom has some damage here too, so gonna fix this. It's for the outboard where it can rest in there. So all these little details will be covered tomorrow morning. So meanwhile, before I start painting, I'm going to get everything prepped so I can start the painting. So I can finish up the interior and basically work this boat from the inside out. Over and out. Looking at this engine well, as old as it is, it's kind of soft. I remember when I took the outboard, it's very weak. And what I found out, the old wood behind, the wood background that held the transom together is all rotted, so it's soft. So I'm probably going to have to take cut this out, clean it out, pull out all that rotten wood, put some new wood in there, and then repatch it up with some fiberglass. So the next morning I drilled 3 holes out here to pound out the rotted wood, which was stubborn, that was still fiberglassed on there. So I'm gonna take some 1/2 inch pieces of plywood and bunch them up in here, because this is about 1 inch. So that's what I plan on doing to make the new transom, which will be nice and strong and rugged. And then I'll put some 5200, and I might even use some extra pieces of that old fiberglass that I have on that other boat, fiberglass pieces. Here's from the inside of the boat. You can see how the water just seeped right in here, went right to the floor. So with the old rub rails in this, that's why it always became a flood down here. So I'm going to get that all sealed up and repaired and use that copper pipe as you see there on the side. While I'm getting down here, you can see the inboard rudder rod, and you can see how old school it was, where there is a pliers holding so the tiller won't rub up against the shaft while it's sitting out of water. So I can see why they put that pliers up there, as you can see right here when you turn the rudder. Interesting. Sometimes that's the best tool ever in the world. Well, today was supposed to be a paint day. It's going to be more of a fiberglass repair day today. A lot of other little things came up as I was grinding down the little gel coat holes. One got bigger and bigger, and here it is, cancer, right on the port side of the boat, as you can see right here. As I was going through this hole, water was just coming all out of here. The water was seeping through this fiberglass. It was like cancer. About 2.5 inches here. So I'm going to have to do a major fiberglass repair here. So I'm going to have to upgrade my skills and be creative, because it's right next to this rub rail. So I guess professionally I should remove it off, but I just want to keep it from leaking. And I'm going to think of some creative ways to not have to take this off. So tune in and you will see next. Meanwhile, getting ready to fiberglass the